listen to friends, I'm gonna tell you a story.
We named the band Polytoxic because it's after a Keith Richards quote, which is they asked him how he was going to outlive all of us, including the cockroaches, and his answer was because he was polytoxic.
In some wrongs.
That's sort of the way I feel about our music, is that it's a little bit of every different style, you know.
You're dead. Oh, that's when I knew.
We came into this scene and we were just so different. I mean, it's perfect, you know. CR is so different than Tori, and Tori is so different than I.
Ooh, yeah. Right on, right on, right on, right on.
My name's Tori Pater. I play guitar, I do a good bit of the singing, and I've been playing guitar for a good bit. I started off in Georgia, in Athens, Georgia. Near the end of my college times, just started playing in bars and was playing every Monday, and then started playing every Tuesday, and basically finally got to the point where I was in bands and playing every weekend.
And it's how I go on.
And then traveled to Chicago for 7, 8 years, and played all around there, did the Midwest.
My sermon's the song.
Wanted to move to Colorado, came out here, loved it, started playing.
Order my penance. Come on, boys, let's make it strong.
Basically, kind of about the first year or so, got out here and met CR. Yeah, right. And it all went downhill. No, but then we just we started playing, and you know, again, same thing. Everywhere I've been, I've started. You start playing every Monday somewhere, and you finally get to the point where you get a couple people together so that you can play the weekends, and just, you know, eventually, every city that I've been to, I've, you know, gotten to the point where you're able to start, you know, staying busy as a musician, which is pretty much the coolest thing ever.
Anybody rocking that perfection? Right on, right on, right on, right on, right on.
Well, my name is CR Gruber, and the instrument for Polytoxic would be piano, and I play bass with my left hand as well. I'm a little schizophrenic, so we've actually named the bass player, my left hand is named Boris El Hando. So really we're a four-piece, and I have to close my eyes and not breathe in order for Boris to really come out. I've been a Gemini all my life, and I've always had, you know, two distinct personalities. But Boris is a new one.
So be a man to be trusted. Girl, take a good look in his eyes and change a tire for someone's grandma. Maybe someday she won't look surprised.
I was born and raised in Philly, and although we didn't really have much of a local music scene, there was definitely a good jazz scene there, and R&B kind of funneled through there. And I really learned about music through my parents, who, my father went to New Orleans all the time and would always bring back records and big band stuff, and Pete Fountain and Al Hurt and all these New Orleans cats that just sounded different than anything I ever heard up in Philadelphia. And that really kind of inspired me. And I played classical as a kid when I started from the age of 9 until about 14 years old.
You wished us, and whether you a man, a woman, just try to be a good one.
Westward has a showcase every year where there's a bunch of different genres which are judged. You can vote as, you know, as a fan, you can vote for your favorite band. So you can either win the award of the most votes, and they also have a showcase where the bands all go and play around town in different venues. And they have people from the Westward that come out and they vote for you themselves. It's not a fan thing, it's more of the showcase. The organizers have voted for the award. So we actually won the showcase award for the Westward Best Jam Band.
I swear, I get down on my knees
Other awards we've won is the Last Waltz show, which we do every year, the night before Thanksgiving. We're doing it again this year. It's our 4th annual. That won the best local show of the year, local concert, which was quite an honor for us too, because it was just kind of thrown together as most of our shows are. And the idea was, Polytoxic was doing this thing we called the Album of the Month Club, where we would play a different album every month. And it was when we were just getting started, we were struggling for ideas of, you know, how do we kind of beat the curve of how long it takes a band to get noticed by people in the town. We're like, if we do a different album, we'll bring out the fans of the Police, we'll bring out fans of the Grateful Dead, or all the different albums we did. And it worked great. And by the time we did The Last Waltz, that idea was being, you know, people knew about it. And we played at this little place called Dulcinea's. It holds maybe 150 people, packed. And we sold 400 tickets, and it was just ridiculous. So we figured if it's this big one in May, you know, when it's just kind of a fluke, if we put it together around Thanksgiving when people are in town, and we'll have more guests. And every year it's just gotten bigger and bigger.
As a brand new batch of billboards beg for band's vindication.
Now next year we have it at the Boulder Theater as well as Cervantes.
I swear y'all best beware what you believe in. Just may take you for a ride. Well, that great American dream gets torn at the seam on the wrong side of the Great Divide.
Well, they call me Chad Zilla, and that's because I do a decent Godzilla impression.
That pickup truck, you're gonna leave the house abandoned.
Yeah.
Shadows cast across that stolen earth. Kind of dream that seemed to me no honest man is world, but I swear.
But yeah, I was born in Cheyenne, and I ran screaming when I was 2 out of there. So, and I came here when I was 6 in Denver, and yeah, I went to grammar school and middle school and high school and college, and have just, most of my family's here, so. There was a guy named Neil Peart who was the drummer of the band Rush, and I think, like, I heard him, I must have been 3 years old, and that was it, you know. I mean, there's a lot of guys since, Stuart Copeland of the Police, and this guy named Vinnie Colaiuta, a jazz drummer, fusion drummer, and you know, but recently it hasn't even been drummers anymore. It's been musicians, you know, Sting. I love Sting's music, and Pat Metheny. I love his music as well.
No one's stuck, 'cause a lifetime's worth of honest sweat might get your poor ass out of debt, y'all. Kind of makes me wonder how you get on the wrong side.
My first gig was actually a college frat party in Greeley, and it was great because I had 13 years old. I thought I'd been through puberty, but apparently I still had the highest voice in the band.
Of the Great Divide.
And it was great being at a college frat party because I got paid, and you know, I wasn't drinking or anything at that point, but of course I was the darling of all the little sorority sisters. So, you know, this cute little drummer, and look at him back here. So it was great for me, and that's when I knew that I wanted to play. So, you know, forever.
Take you for a ride. Well, that great American dream, it's torn at seams on the wrong side.
This incarnation of Polytoxic is really just doing big events in Colorado, mostly Denver, really.
Yeah, yeah! Oh, of the Great Divide.
I think more than anything, you know, we do have some political message in there, but I think most of all, it's just having a good time. One of the most common compliments I've gotten from people is how much fun it is to watch us on stage have that much fun. And it makes them realize how, you know, if we're smiling up on stage and we're getting down, it's, you know, much easier for them to smile and get down. I think we just bring a good time. There's not anything, you know, to get in the way of that.